So it's almost been 1 month since I left the military. Oh, there's my cat. Can I talk? Come here. Come over here. No? Okay. Okay, kitty. You want some loving? So I am. What's up, girl? Come here. All right, so I'm gonna try this again. I've been out of the military for about almost a month. I left March 15, 2023. This is my new scenery, my daily scenery. Bought a house in Virginia with my family, living close to my daughter. So it's about 6 of us, and hopefully we have another baby coming soon. But being out for almost a month with no money, I mean, just de-stressing from the military after so many years is definitely paid off, man. Like, I'm not trying to work right now. I mean, I am looking for a job. But I mean, if I don't find one in the next 2 years, I mean, I'm okay with that. So the hardest thing right now is knowing the 1st and the 15th are coming and I'm not getting paid. Well, I've only gone through one cycle of paychecks, I guess, the 1st and then now the 15th. But I mean, that money, I mean, it's just, I don't need it anymore, you know. I have a good life. I have good things. I got a good spouse. She's wonderful. The kids are great. Like, the money that the Navy has given me for so many years is no longer needed by me. I'm gonna try to continue this in a little bit later. Alright guys, so sorry for all the different takes that I've been taking. Yeah, so being out of the military for a month now, it's not how I thought it would be, you know. Some people said I was gonna be depressed. I was gonna miss certain aspects of it. I mean, yeah, I miss the people that I served with, the different people I used to meet on a daily basis. But I'm happy, man. Like, as long as you have your ducks in a row before you leave the service and have some money saved up, and you and your spouse are on board or on the same page with like what's gonna be happening around the house, like, I wake up every morning like just happy and blessed. Like, it doesn't make any sense how some people get out and they're just miserable. To me, you know, I have a lot going on too. Like, I have little kids that keep me busy. I just started my college class again. I already have my bachelor's. I'm finishing off my master's, and I kind of put that on hold for about 18 months because I just was not in the right state of mind while I was in the service to finish my master's. A master's class is completely different than a bachelor's class. I don't care what you say. It's extremely demanding with time, attention, and yeah, man, it's just no joke. So I started my class today. I have a first Zoom meeting later on today, and I have 4 classes left and I'm done with a master's. Like, the Navy paid for all that. The Navy paid for my bachelor's. I have I don't think I'm gonna pursue a doctorate, but if it's just a couple more years, like, why not, man? If I can have a doctorate by the age of 36, or no, by the age of 38, 39, like, why not, you know? especially if it's going to be paid for. So as far as employment, I'm putting in applications every week according to the New Jersey unemployment law. That way, in case I get audited, I have that, you know, to kind of save me. I am applying for director level jobs, which I do qualify for. I have received a couple emails for interviews, so we'll see how that goes. And it's anything from project management to HR. You know, my degree's in HR, and my master's is in business administration. But other than that, like, I'll be receiving my VA here shortly, and that's gonna pay my mortgage and our van payment. And then, you know, my spouse brings in her own money, and that's gonna take us to the rest of the month, and we get to put about some money in savings for other investments. And you guys know, mainly people that follow my channel, you know, I do a lot of classic car stuff. So I just sold my last 63 Impala. I'm actually looking for a couple more cars. Hopefully in the near future, in the next 3 months, I'll have 1 or 2 new cars to show you guys and just work on, and then see how long it takes me to flip them up, you know. But as far as what I'm working on personally, it's just my degree and working on some HR certifications. I can't think off the top of my head what the names are, but it's my sister actually put me on game on what they're looking for. But yeah, I mean, the Navy was a stepping stone to the rest of my life. It wasn't my life, and I never saw it that way. Maybe that's why I never changed the person I was, because a lot of people let the Navy change them, but not me. I mean, I'm still me. Just trying to think, like, what are some struggles that I had to deal with? I mean, as soon as I got out, man, I had to come to the house in Virginia, and I was just like, go, go, go. Like, I had to get the backyard ready, the front yard ready, the inside of the house ready. We had to get appliances ready for the house, and I haven't had time to really enjoy my retirement. But last week, we were able to finally enjoy, like, our first day and with the kids without just you know, going to the park and going to these different events for, you know, for like egg hunts and stuff with the kids. And I finally started feeling like I'm retired, you know. I'm medically retired. I did not hit. Okay, buddy. I did not hit my. That's my son back there. Okay, buddy. I didn't hit my 20 years. I was really shy of it, but I mean, like I said earlier, like I don't think I needed to waste another 4.5 years in the Navy for $2,400 a month that could have potentially ruined my relationship with my spouse. Like, and I'm only saying that because I've already had 2 failed marriages, and this marriage is way stronger than the ones I've had in the past. I'm just in a different place in my life than I was when I was younger. But when you meet the right person, like, it just, you know, I just didn't want to jeopardize it. It was no money was gonna convince me to jeopardize my relationship. Especially being a cook in the Navy, we go on ships a lot, and we're deployed a lot, and the hours we work is just not suitable for a family man with 3-4 kids. You know, it just didn't make any sense for me to stay in. Or to try to fight that extra 4.5 years, 5 years for a retirement check that probably would have just, I don't know, would have hated the rest of my life, you know, for spending too much time away from my kids. But, you know, for my subscribers, thank you for still staying on there. I appreciate you guys still following me after a couple months of not really posting much as far as cars. You know, some people follow me for car advice. Some people, I know 2-3 people hit me up for like cooking recipes and stuff. I haven't been able to do that. I'm trying to get back on that. Just some basic life skills, and I plan on doing like a little series of like my first 4 years in the Navy, then my next 4, and then my next 4. I almost did 16 years, so, you know, how I'll talk about how it was for me as a Mexican national coming up in the ranks, and just diversity, and dealing with like certain racist like supervisors, and the Navy as a whole. I don't think it's racist. It's just there's some people you meet that their upbringings were different than yours, so they might not even think they're racist, but until they get checked by somebody like, hey man, like, you gotta watch out. So I want to talk about all that stuff, and I do gotta do some stuff to my truck. I'm finally emptying out the garage. I wish I was able to document a lot of the stuff that I did to the house, but it's just we just didn't have time, man. Especially with all these kids.
Dad,
yeah.
Dad, see?
What? Especially with all these kids, like it's hard to have a camera up and then them not messing with it, She's at the doctor's office. So yeah, it's, we're at the doctor's office right now, and it's just a lot. I'm blessed. I'm very fortunate to be able to not have to work. Oh man, I started coaching soccer too. I coach my 4-year-old son's soccer team. It's a blessing. It's awesome, man. Like seeing these little kids out there, doing little moves that I teach them and stuff, and we're doing really good, man. In my eyes, we're 2-0, and by that I mean they're not really they're not counting scores, but my kids are killing it out there. And what I'm teaching them is they're really keeping it in their head and staying calm and collective on their pitch and everything. So, yeah, man, it's a good life. I'm living good. I lost 5 pounds since I've been out. So the goal is to lose another, let's say 20 pounds, go back down to like 185. Actually the heaviest I've ever been in my life, but that's just a factor of my family living in Virginia and me living in New Jersey, unable to cook every day and cook my meals every day, So I was eating out almost every day. It was a terrible way of living, but I did that for 9 months. So I want to talk about the medical process that led me out of the military eventually. Yeah, man, I just have a lot to talk about, and hopefully you stay tuned and drop a like if you want to hear. If you have any questions about anything, please put them down in the comments. I'm more than happy to talk about anything. I want to talk about my divorce and how that's going. I was divorced about 18 months ago, but this person owes me like $34,000, and she's just being difficult about it. And it doesn't matter to me. The money's gonna get paid by them regardless, the easy way or the hard way. But some people that get divorced get stuck with some money, and then the other spouse needs to pay for it. I want to talk about how you can get that spouse to pay for it without them even willingly accepting it. There's a lot of avenues out there. I'm not a lawyer, but I do have a lawyer, and I just want to talk about different ways of getting that money. And it's not going to be quick. It's going to take some time, but when I'm talking about $30,000, like, I got nothing but time, especially when the credit bureau or the creditors already know about what's going on. They're not holding it against me, and it's like it's either her wages are gonna get garnished and her husband's, or they just won't see their taxes for a couple of years. It's that simple. So it just takes time, and you got to go through certain legal steps. But I'm gonna talk about all that once I get everything set up. My school that I'm going to is actually University of Maryland Global Campus. They were strong supporters for military members. So every base that I went to, they were kind of there. So I kind of just stuck with them. And luckily for me, they're about 2 hours north of me where I live. So whenever it comes time for graduation, I'll be able to send my family. We'll be able to go up there with my family and just see me walk for my master's degree. And that's something that I never thought I'd be able to accomplish. I remember when I first got my associate's degree, or I started my associate's degree. Man, I joined the Navy to not go to school, so it's just weird. It's just weird. Now I'm talking about a master's degree, and it's easy, man. It's really easy. It's it's from coming from a person who English is their second language, and nothing has came free or easy for me. The thing that has been easy is college, man. Like, you just gotta really put some time and effort. That's it. That's all you need. Like, you don't even need to be smart. I don't consider myself a smart person. I consider myself a wise person. I've been through a lot of different situations, a lot of different countries, dealt with a lot of different cultures. So I feel like I know a lot about the world, not a lot about textbook, but I mean, I'm proving people wrong. A lot of my friends back home, they don't even have an associate's degrees. I remember going in high school, a lot of my friends only got certifications of attending high school. They didn't even get a high school diploma. Like, man, it's crazy. Like, the opportunities I've been able to have because of the Navy, you know. And I'll talk about all that stuff in the other videos. I don't want this video to be too long. So if you still hanging on with me, like, I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. And like, again, anything you got, any comments, any concerns, anything, man, just please post them down at the comments, and don't forget to drop a like, man. Appreciate it, guys. Bye.